Hello and welcome to episode 2 of my Husqvarna challenge, and in this episode I'm going to review the progress that the Husqvarna's made in the past few weeks and also look at some more of the Husqvarna Automower's features. So, you'll remember from my first episode we had a quick overview of the property and I split the property into zones, and that was so that we could concentrate on how well the Husqvarna did in each zone. And we'll start off with a photo that I took of Zone 1 back when the Husqvarna was installed at the beginning of May. You can see from the second photo, things have really improved. I will be fully transparent, the weather was a lot better on the day that I've taken the update photo, but I really can promise that the quality of the grass is improving. There's still some patches, the colour isn't quite there in all places, but certainly it does feel like some progress has been made, and considering I've had next to no work to do thanks to the Automower, I've not done anything special such as watering the grass or anything like that, I've just left it to it, I would say that the improvements are really good. One of the features that I had a bit of a fiddle around with is the scheduling feature. What you can do is you can set a day-by-day schedule, and in addition to that you can set for each day 2 separate time periods, which is really great because you might decide that, as an example, you want it to run for a little while in the morning and then a little while in the evening, as an example. The user interface is easy to use. They've got this really neat copy feature, which means if you've taken a while to input your schedule for one day and you think, I just want it to run all week or just on other days, you can copy that schedule across to the days that you want, and then bingo, you're done. Another feature I have had on for the past few weeks is the weather timer. The Husqvarna is always receiving weather data, and it's also using data that it's collecting itself in terms of how much effort am I having to put in to cut the grass, because if it's not having to put in much effort, then that means the grass hasn't really grown, and it can use this information with the weather data to make decisions about when it should and shouldn't go out cutting. The feature itself is really cool, and I've definitely found it to be effective. However, I kind of like the scheduled nature of knowing when my Husqvarna is going to be out mowing and when he's not. It's a good criticism to have. I would say that it's something that I'm sure I'll get used to, but I really have an enjoyment of seeing the Husqvarna out working, doing something that I no longer have to bother doing. It used to take upwards 3 to 4 hours a time to cut the grass, so I'm really chuffed with not really having to do that anymore. Those are some neat features. I'm going to be looking to put up another video in about a week or two, and that's going to look at some more features with the Husqvarna, and then also begin looking at the strimmer that Husqvarna kindly gave me as well to use to neaten up the edges and how that works. So until then, thanks.